Hey traders, welcome back to this new video. In our last video, we discussed about how to use this dark cloud cover as a base candle. So in this video, we are going to discuss about how to use the doji candlestick as a base candle. We all know that the doji candlestick pattern has a single candle. So the closing and opening price of these candles are equal. And the candlestick pattern forms due to the indecision between the buyers and sellers in the market. In fact, there are 4 types of doji candlesticks pattern. We already discussed that in our part 2 video. I strongly recommend you to have a look at that video. So these are the 4 different types of doji candles. And the first one is a neutral doji. It means it is a small candlestick pattern, not like this also. It will be very small like this. It's a small candlestick pattern where the open and close of the price is at the middle of the candle, high and low. So this pattern forms when buying and selling activity is at equal level. And the second type is long leg doji. It is a candlestick pattern. The open and close price is at the middle of the candle, high and low. And this pattern occurs when buyers and sellers are equal. And the third one is the gravestone doji. So in this pattern, the open and close of the price is at the candle's low. So this pattern shows as high selling pressure in the market. And the fourth type is the dragonfly. So the dragonfly doji is the opposite version of the gravestone. In this pattern, the open and close of the price is at the candle's high. And this pattern shows a high buying pressure. Okay. Why I am mentioning these 4 types of doji is it will help you to know about all the variations in of this candlestick pattern, of this doji candlestick pattern. And when one of these variation occurs in the market, you will not get confused because you already know that it is only one variation of the doji candlestick pattern. Let's say in the market, in the live market, if you see this gravestone doji, so you can easily understand that a high selling pressure is there by seeing this kind of doji candle, right? And when drawing the supply and demand zones, we can use a doji candlestick pattern as a base candle when it formed at the beginning of a strong move. So to draw a supply zone using the doji candlestick pattern, definitely we only need to draw a proximal line at the lower shadow of the candle and a distal line at the upper shadow of the candle, no matter what doji variation it is. Okay, you just remember we need to draw a proximal line at the lower shadow and distal line at the upper shadow. So let me modify all these 4 types now. Okay, the zones looks like this. So the D means is a distal line and the P means is a proximal line. Okay, similarly for other 3 types. Okay, you can easily understand this, I think. So now let's find out any one of these pattern in the chart here. Okay, so I found a doji candle here. So this will be the distal line and this will be the proxy line, and this is a supply zone, right? This is a supply zone. Okay, so we can use it as a base candle to draw the zones. We can use this candle as a base candle. So to draw the supply zone, you just draw the distal line at the upper shadow of the candle and the proximal line at the lower shadow. Okay, so when you see that when the market approach to this zone, so there is a strong price rejection here, means this is an area for big institutional sellers, right? And this kind of trades offers a good risk to reward ratio also. So now to draw the demand zone, you only need to do the opposite of what you have done for the supply zone. Okay, so you just draw the distal line at the lower shadow and the proximal line at the upper shadow. So now it's your turn to identify the demand zone, and don't bother yourself trying to understand how to trade this supply and demand zones. Okay, this is not important for the moment. What matters is to learn how to draw the zones using the doji as a base candle. Okay, so whenever you see a doji candle in the chart, you just make it as a base candle and you just draw the supply or the demand zone. So you have to do your homework, open your charts and see where you can find all these kind of demand and supply zones using the doji or any other candlestick patterns what we discussed so far. Okay.